Sleep is one of the most powerful medicines your body has, yet it is often undervalued and neglected in modern life. While we focus on food, exercise, and supplements, we often forget that sleep is the natural repair system that restores your body every single night. During deep sleep, your body engages in critical processes that you cannot replicate while awake. Cells repair themselves, tissues regenerate, and vital organs detoxify. Sleep is the time when your body produces essential hormones like growth hormone, which helps repair muscles, maintain organ function, and strengthen the immune system. Without adequate sleep, these repair processes slow down, leaving your body more vulnerable to disease, inflammation, and accelerated aging. Sleep deprivation has been linked to an increased risk of chronic conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and autoimmune disorders. Even short-term sleep loss triggers inflammation and oxidative stress, which are underlying drivers of nearly every chronic illness. Beyond physical restoration, sleep serves as a critical period for metabolic regulation. Hormones that control hunger, satiety, and glucose metabolism are profoundly influenced by sleep quality. Leptin, the hormone that signals fullness, decreases with poor sleep, while ghrelin, the hunger hormone, rises. This imbalance increases appetite, particularly for high-calorie and sugar-laden foods, contributing to weight gain. Insulin sensitivity also drops, making it more difficult for your body to process glucose efficiently, which can set the stage for metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. Sleep is not just a passive state, it is an active period of immune strengthening. During deep sleep, the body increases the production of cytokines, which help fight infection and inflammation. People who consistently get insufficient sleep have weakened immune defenses, making them more susceptible to colds, flu, and even more serious infections. Sleep is equally crucial for detoxifying the brain. The glymphatic system, which removes toxins from the central nervous system, is most active during sleep. This clearing process helps prevent cognitive decline and neurological disorders over time. In essence, sleep functions as a nightly reset button for both body and mind, allowing you to wake up energized, mentally sharp, and physically restored. The problem in modern society is that we treat sleep as optional rather than essential. Work, social media, and lifestyle demands encroach on our natural sleep cycles, compromising this vital healing process. Prioritizing sleep is not a luxury or indulgence, it is a biological necessity that directly influences longevity, health, and performance. Investing in quality rest is one of the most impactful interventions you can make for long-term well-being, providing benefits that no supplement, diet, or exercise routine can fully replicate. Sleep is not just a passive state of rest, it is a dynamic and essential process that is critical for brain health and cognitive function. While many people focus on diet and exercise for overall wellness, the role of sleep in maintaining mental clarity, emotional balance, and memory consolidation is often underestimated. During sleep, the brain is highly active, performing functions that are impossible while awake. One of the most important processes that occur during sleep is the clearing of metabolic waste from the brain. The glymphatic system, a network of channels in the brain, removes toxins such as beta amyloid and other neurotoxic substances that accumulate during waking hours. If these toxins are not efficiently cleared, they can contribute to cognitive decline, memory impairment, and an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Sleep also plays a crucial role in consolidating memories and learning. While awake, the brain gathers information, experiences, and sensory input. During deep sleep, particularly during slow wave sleep, these experiences are processed, organized, and stored in long-term memory. Without adequate sleep, the brain struggles to retain knowledge, solve problems, and perform at its cognitive best. Emotional regulation is another critical function of sleep. During REM sleep, the brain processes emotional experiences and helps maintain mental stability. Lack of sleep can disrupt neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, increasing susceptibility to anxiety, depression, irritability, and mood swings. Sleep-deprived individuals often find it harder to cope with stress, make rational decisions, and manage interpersonal relationships effectively. Furthermore, chronic sleep deprivation can lead to structural and functional changes in the brain. The prefrontal cortex, which governs executive functions such as decision-making, attention, and impulse control, becomes less efficient, while the amygdala, the brain's center for fear and emotional response, becomes overactive. This imbalance explains why sleep deprivation often results in heightened emotional reactivity, poor judgment, and cognitive fog. Sleep is also essential for maintaining neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, reorganize, and form new neural connections. Neuroplasticity is critical for learning new skills, recovering from injury, and overall mental resilience. Without sufficient sleep, neuroplasticity is impaired, limiting cognitive flexibility and problem-solving capacity. Even a single night of poor sleep can reduce attention, focus, and reaction time, while chronic sleep deficits accumulate over time, amplifying cognitive deficits and mental fatigue. Sleep should therefore be viewed as an indispensable part of brain maintenance, just as food fuels the body and exercise strengthens muscles. Creating consistent sleep routines, optimizing the sleep environment, and respecting the body's natural circadian rhythms are critical steps in protecting brain health. By prioritizing quality sleep, individuals not only enhance memory and cognitive performance, but also safeguard emotional stability, mental clarity, and long-term neurological health, ensuring that the mind remains resilient, sharp, and fully functional. Sleep is a cornerstone of hormonal balance, and its impact on the body's endocrine system is profound and far reaching. Hormones are chemical messengers that regulate almost every aspect of our physiology, including metabolism, stress response, appetite, growth, and reproduction. Sleep orchestrates the delicate timing and release of these hormones, and when sleep is disrupted, the consequences ripple throughout the body. One of the most well-known examples is cortisol, the stress hormone. Normally, cortisol levels follow a natural circadian rhythm, peaking in the morning to help you wake up and gradually declining throughout the day. Poor or insufficient sleep disrupts this rhythm, causing elevated evening cortisol levels that increase stress, inflammation, and blood sugar levels while reducing your ability to relax and recover. Sleep also profoundly affects insulin, the hormone responsible for regulating blood sugar. Inadequate sleep decreases insulin sensitivity, making it harder for cells to absorb glucose efficiently. Over time, this can lead to elevated blood sugar, increased fat storage, and a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Hunger regulating hormones are particularly sensitive to sleep quality. Leptin, which signals fullness, drops with insufficient rest, while ghrelin, the hormone that stimulates appetite, rises. This imbalance leads to increased cravings, overeating, and a preference for calorie-dense, sugary foods. Sleep deprivation is therefore strongly linked to weight gain and obesity, even in people who maintain a healthy diet during waking hours. Growth hormone, another critical hormone, is primarily secreted during deep sleep. Growth hormone supports tissue repair, muscle growth, bone density, and overall cellular regeneration. Without adequate deep sleep, these restorative processes are diminished, slowing recovery from exercise, injury, or everyday wear and tear. Thyroid hormones, which regulate metabolism, also rely on proper sleep cycles. Sleep deprivation can impair thyroid function, slowing metabolic rate, reducing energy levels, and contributing to fatigue and weight management issues. Additionally, sex hormones, including testosterone and estrogen, are influenced by sleep. Testosterone levels in men peak during deep sleep, impacting muscle mass, libido, and mood. Women's reproductive hormones also depend on consistent sleep cycles for ovulation and fertility regulation. Beyond these individual hormones, sleep serves as a master regulator, synchronizing the endocrine system to follow natural circadian rhythms. Disruption in one hormone often leads to cascading effects across multiple systems, highlighting why sleep is critical for overall hormonal harmony. Even short-term sleep loss can trigger spikes in stress hormones, altered appetite, impaired glucose metabolism, and reduced restorative hormone secretion. This explains why chronic sleep deprivation is associated with weight gain, metabolic syndrome, insulin resistance, mood disturbances, and increased risk for cardiovascular disease. Prioritizing high-quality, consistent sleep allows your body to maintain optimal hormone levels, stabilize energy, regulate appetite, repair tissues, and support mental and physical health, making sleep one of the most powerful interventions for endocrine and overall wellness. Sleep is one of the most potent anti-aging tools the body has, yet it is often overlooked in discussions about longevity and vitality. While skincare products, supplements, and exercise are important, nothing restores the body at a cellular level as efficiently as deep, restorative sleep. During sleep, the body enters a state of repair and regeneration that cannot occur during waking hours. Growth hormone, which peaks during deep, slow, wave sleep, plays a central role in this process. It stimulates tissue repair, supports muscle growth, strengthens bones, and helps maintain organ function. Without sufficient deep sleep, these reparative processes are compromised, leading to faster physical deterioration and increased vulnerability to disease. Sleep also slows the biological aging process at the cellular level. Telomeres, which are protective caps on the ends of chromosomes, naturally shorten over time, and their length is a key marker of cellular aging. Chronic sleep deprivation accelerates telomere shortening, which can lead to premature cellular aging, reduced resilience, and an increased risk of age-related illnesses such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and neurodegenerative disorders. Skin health is another visible indicator of the anti-aging effects of sleep. During deep sleep, the body increases blood flow to the skin, repairs UV-induced damage, and stimulates collagen production. Collagen maintains skin elasticity and prevents sagging and wrinkles. Poor sleep, on the other hand, leads to dull complexion, fine lines, and dark circles under the eyes, giving the face a prematurely aged appearance. Sleep also helps regulate inflammation, which is a major driver of aging and chronic disease. During restorative sleep, inflammatory markers decrease while anti-inflammatory processes increase, reducing systemic stress on organs and tissues. This contributes to a longer, healthier lifespan and lowers the risk of conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and stroke. Brain health is equally affected by sleep in the context of aging. During sleep, the brain clears metabolic waste through the glymphatic system, including beta-amyloid proteins that are associated with Alzheimer's disease. Poor sleep leads to accumulation of these toxins, increasing the risk of cognitive decline, memory loss, and neurodegenerative conditions. In addition, sleep supports the regulation of hormones that affect aging, including cortisol, insulin, and reproductive hormones. Imbalances caused by insufficient rest accelerate metabolic decline, increase fat storage, and reduce vitality. Prioritizing sleep as a daily habit can therefore have profound effects on both appearance and internal health. Consistent, high-quality sleep promotes tissue repair, strengthens immunity, supports mental clarity, and slows the physiological markers of aging. By treating sleep as a non-negotiable component of a healthy lifestyle, the body can maintain youthful function, resilience, and energy levels, demonstrating that restorative rest is one of the most effective anti-aging interventions available to support long-term health and vitality. Its quality is profoundly influenced by the environment in which we rest, and optimizing this environment is one of the most effective ways to enhance both the quantity and quality of restorative sleep. Light is a primary regulator of our circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock that dictates sleep and wake cycles. Exposure to natural sunlight during the day helps synchronize this rhythm, while artificial light, especially blue light from screens, can suppress melatonin production and delay sleep onset. Darkness signals the brain that it is time to produce melatonin, the hormone responsible for initiating and maintaining sleep. Creating a dark bedroom, free from ambient light sources such as street lights or electronic devices, allows the body to enter a state of deep restorative sleep more efficiently. Temperature is another critical factor that affects sleep quality. The body's core temperature naturally drops during sleep, promoting the transition into deeper stages of rest. A bedroom that is too warm or too cold can disrupt this process, leading to frequent awakenings and lighter sleep cycles. Studies suggest that slightly cooler temperatures, typically between 60 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, are ideal for promoting uninterrupted restorative sleep. Noise is equally impactful on sleep quality. Sudden or persistent sounds can interrupt sleep cycles, particularly the deeper stages of sleep that are most restorative for physical and mental health. Using white noise machines, earplugs, or soundproofing techniques can help create a stable auditory environment that supports continuous sleep. Evening routines and lifestyle choices also play a significant role in preparing the body for restful sleep. Consuming caffeine or heavy meals too close to bedtime can interfere with natural sleep signals, while alcohol may initially induce drowsiness but disrupts the deeper stages of sleep. Establishing a consistent bedtime ritual, such as reading, meditating, or gentle stretching, signals the brain that it is time to wind down, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Sleep hygiene also includes behavioral patterns that reinforce the body's natural circadian rhythm. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps stabilize hormone cycles and enhances sleep efficiency. The placement and quality of sleep surfaces, such as mattresses and pillows, also contribute to comfort and spinal alignment, further supporting restorative sleep. Environmental toxins and indoor air quality can impact breathing and overall sleep health. Poor ventilation, allergens, or pollutants can trigger disruptions in sleep and affect oxygenation, leaving the body less rested even after a full night in bed. By carefully managing light, sound, temperature, and daily habits, individuals can create an optimal environment that maximizes the restorative power of sleep. Each element works synergistically to support the body's natural healing, hormone regulation, and brain detoxification processes. Prioritizing these environmental factors transforms sleep from a passive state into an active, health-promoting practice that enhances physical vitality, mental clarity, and emotional resilience, ensuring the body can recover fully and prepare for demands of each day. Sleep is not an optional luxury. It is a biological necessity that underpins every aspect of physical, mental, and emotional health. Treating sleep as a non-negotiable priority is one of the most impactful actions a person can take to improve energy, resilience, and overall well-being. When sleep is consistently neglected, the body and mind cannot perform optimally, and chronic health issues gradually develop. Quality sleep regulates multiple physiological systems simultaneously, including the nervous, endocrine, and immune systems. It allows the body to repair damaged tissues, consolidate memories, regulate hormones, and remove metabolic waste from the brain. Each night, the body enters a series of sleep cycles, including deep, slow, wave sleep, and REM sleep, which together facilitate both physical and cognitive restoration. Deep sleep promotes tissue repair, strengthens the immune system, and supports the production of growth hormone, while REM sleep enhances learning, memory consolidation, and emotional processing. Skipping or shortening these stages through insufficient sleep impairs the body's ability to recover, adapt, and maintain balance. Prioritizing sleep involves establishing consistent routines and creating a sleep-conducive environment. Going to bed and waking up at the same time daily reinforces the body's circadian rhythm, which regulates hormone secretion, metabolism, and core body temperature. Reducing exposure to artificial light in the evening, particularly blue light from screens, signals the brain to produce melatonin, preparing the body for restful sleep. Environmental factors such as noise, temperature, and comfort also play a critical role. A cool, dark, quiet bedroom with a supportive mattress and pillow allows uninterrupted progression through the sleep cycles, maximizing restorative benefits. Beyond physical health, prioritizing sleep significantly enhances cognitive function and emotional resilience. Sleep-deprived individuals experience impaired attention, slower reaction times, poor decision-making, and heightened emotional reactivity. Chronic sleep deficits increase the risk of anxiety, depression, and mood disorders, highlighting that sleep is foundational for mental and emotional well-being. Treating sleep as essential rather than optional also has long-term protective effects against chronic diseases. Regular, high-quality sleep reduces inflammation, supports insulin sensitivity, regulates appetite, and lowers the risk of cardiovascular disease, obesity, diabetes, and neurodegenerative conditions. Even modest improvements, such as adding a consistent bedtime, taking brief restorative naps, or practicing relaxation techniques before bed, can have a profound impact on health, energy levels, and productivity. Framing sleep as a core component of a healthy lifestyle encourages better decision making regarding daily habits, including diet, exercise, stress management, and work schedules. By consciously prioritizing sleep, individuals allow the body to perform its natural restorative functions, optimize hormone balance, support immune defenses, and maintain mental clarity. Sleep becomes a deliberate health promoting practice rather than an afterthought, providing benefits that ripple across all areas of life. When approached as a vital prescription for well being, prioritizing sleep empowers the body and mind to recover fully, enhance performance, strengthen resilience, and maintain long term health, demonstrating that restorative rest is one of the most powerful interventions available for lasting vitality.